people that how's are doing. This is enraging. I talked about this teen, I think, before, anyway, and this is in Cork. And the fellow's name, and I'm going to tell you straight, this fellow's name. And we should be arrested. He's lucky not to be battered around the guard's barracks, and as simple as that, for spitting in the guard's face and then claiming he had the coronavirus. And that's Adam Odin. He was arrested Friday night. And you want to know the great story about this? The two members of a Garda Síochána now, when we need them most, who are helping our communities and trying to protect our communities, when we need them most, these two guards have to go and self-isolate. Because, in case he had the coronavirus, in case, and they're going self-isolate. So there's two members of a Garda Síochána in that area taken out of duty because of this stupid cunt. And I use that word straight away. Stupid cunt. And I blame his parents. Where was his parents? He's only 19. And look, he's an adult. He's classified as an adult now. And he's very stupid. Very, very stupid. And you're very, very selfish. You thought it was a joke. You thought it'd be a joke putting it up on TikTok and everything. But you're giving yourself more evidence, and we can charge you. You think you're a teenager. We can charge you. You over 18, we can charge you with assault. We can charge you under the Public Order Act too. And of course we will. We will. Because spitting in the guard's face and claim you have no coronavirus, what kind of a boy are you? You must think you must think very little of your country if you're willing to do that at this time of the year. Because my God, you see the work that the guards are doing. I reported earlier on in the guard, going out of his way to fix a boiler for an older person. You took two guards off their duties, and they're off for the next 2 weeks when their country needed them. How dare you? You are a disgrace. You're the scum of this country, and as simple as that. How dare you do that at this moment in time? There's people doing amazing work in this country, and then there's some people who are just willing to just be a nuisance. And this fellow's being a nuisance. And I tell you that. It's common sense. If there's a time of emergency, there's a time to be playing, there's a time to be acting. And the time in this moment in time, in this month, in this year, in this moment in time in our history, is the time to be responsible for your actions. And taking this as a joke, more or less taking this as a joke, spitting in the guard's face. How dare you spit in anybody's face? Full stop. Nobody should be spitting in anybody's face. And I hate to be talking about this, but people need to be taught a lesson. In America, they taught somebody a lesson. They sent them to prison for 7 years. And that's maybe what should happen to you. Send you to prison for the rest of your youth. We throw away the key. We just lock you up for 7 years. Simple as. We just lock you up. We let out somebody that didn't pay their tax. Simple as. That's what they done in New Jersey, and they were right to do it in America. They taught them a lesson. They taught that person a lesson. They're going to lock him up for 7 years. Never going to see the light of day. And the cops are right over there. They were very rough with him. And the cops over here should be very rough with you. Because my God, you're very, very selfish. Very, very selfish. Very, very, very selfish. I can't get over him. How dare you? You're a 19-year-old boy. How dare you show that lack of disrespect to a member of the Garda Síochána and to the state, above all, in its time of need? How dare you? Now, you're not the only one. I'm not taking it out on you. But you've been caught doing it. You're up in court. You're arrested. And I expect, and you could say I'm only 19, don't send me to prison for 7 years. But I think they should. I think it might teach you some manners. Because if you're that selfish, I think it's a prank. And then claim to the guards that you have the coronavirus. And then these guards have to go and isolate themselves. These two guards have to go and isolate themselves because of your little prank. And taking two members of a Garda Síochána out. We can't expend many guards. We don't have the resources to have many more guards. We can't deploy them quick enough. Because it takes months and years to train guards up to the standard of these two officers. And we're not going to get them back. That community is going to be lacking 2 guards now because of your selfish action. As simple as, I'm not going to be you might be 19, but I'm going to be very hard on you. Because the courts won't be hard. The justice system now is going to let you off. We have to be honest. They're going to just look at them and say, you done nothing wrong, and then blame the guards for it. That's what they're going to do. And I know exactly. Over in America, straight away the cop says, he spit in my face. Straight away, prison sentence. Not even look at them. They just send them to prison. And that's what we should do here. Because very, very, honest to God, selfish is not the word. Taking 2 guards. This is what's the biggest annoyance for me, and people might say I'm making a bigger issue out of this than this. It's about respect. You don't spit in anybody's face, no matter if they're in charity, no matter if they're a person on the street, no matter if they're somebody in the prison cell. You don't do it to anybody. That's the height of bad manners. And the same as somebody in the tower. How dare you disrespect a member of a Garda Síochána? Them two guards could be helping older people get to the shops. Could be helping older people get their pensions. And you take them off their duties. How dare you? That's my biggest two issues with this. It's not that I have an issue with you. It's because you have shown such disrespect. And you're such naivety to take two members of a Garda Síochána that we can't replace. Are you going to replace them? That's what I say to this fellow. Are you going to replace them? Because you're not going to replace them. You're more or less going to be in the prison cell. And he's dead. And I think the judge, whoever the judge is that's going to be in front of you, should hand down the max sentence for you. Because honestly, I don't think you apologise even. It doesn't even say here, at least as far as I'm looking. It doesn't say, it says about the incident, but it doesn't say that you apologise. If that was me, if I'd done something such stupid as that, you know what I would do? I would go to the reporters and I say I take full responsibility. And I offer my services to the state to do whatever they want with me. If they want to use me as a test subject to try and cure this coronavirus, then so be it. But no, nothing like that. Show no remorse. No remorse. But your day in court will come, and hopefully they'll hand down the max sentence. Because I'm being very strict. Because first of all, I hope he learns this big lesson. That, in times of emergency, you shouldn't do this crack. And in any situation, you shouldn't spit on his face. Especially somebody in the towelie. How dare you spit into somebody in the towelie? I can't get over it. Simple as, I can't get over it. And I denounce you. You are ashamed to your country. You're ashamed to your people. You're ashamed to everything that you stand for. And if you don't change your action, we might have to deport you. We might send you to Saudi Arabia, where they won't take any shite. Simple as. Because the way they just goes to show, you think your friends are going to find this funny when they look at that TikTok and say, you took two guards off their duties. They could have helped older people bring their shop and get shopping for the older people. And they might not have the resources to get two extra guards in that area. And then maybe older people be left starving. Think about that. Think about that in your prison cell. Hopefully you see this, and hopefully that you realise that it's not a game. Life is not a game. Life is very serious. Simple as. And especially in this time, it's extremely serious. And just think, it's not just you and the guards that you're doing it. You're doing it to the wider community too. Simple as.